Hello and welcome to another episode of the Anime Lounge podcast. I'm your host, Lance, here with my other host, Matt, and today we have our other host, Tyler, with us.
Hello, hello.
Good to have you back with us, most importantly because of the show we're going to be covering today. But before we do that, we like to introduce what we're going to be drinking for today. My drink of choice is going to be some Evan Williams single barrel vintage whiskey, along with some Leinenkugel's Barrelman ale. What about you, Tyler?
I'm drinking some Happy Thursdays on a Friday because, you know, we rebel out here. Some raspberry dragon fruit.
Fancy.
Wow, also special.
And what about you, Matt?
I am also drinking some of that Evan Williams. It's okay. That's the easiest way to put it.
Yeah.
And our Wisconsin staple Spotted Cow.
Of course.
Always.
All right, so kind of brought it up a second ago, but Matt, what are we going to be covering today?
Yes, we are going to be covering Season 3 / Cour 3 of Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War, and this will be the obvious continuation, but Yuhoba gets his powers and just fucks everything up, and all of our people are trying to stop the Stern Ridders from basically taking over the world.
Yep, that's a good synopsis right there. We don't need to get too in-depth. We all know what's going on.
Yeah. And now that we know what we are covering, Lance, you want to let everybody know how they're going to get smarter in Japanese?
Today's Lance's Lessons is going to be the Japanese word for castle. And castle is shiro. Shiro is spelt S-H-I-R-O. And shiro is definitely relevant to today's episode because we're in Yuhaba's castle and
Yeah, his castle.
Yeah, we're in his castle. Fun fact, I just actually learned this word last week in Duolingo, so just so happened to work out.
Cool. Perfect timing then, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it knew.
Sure. All right, and now let's get to something that might be of super interest because as we get closer to the end of this series, most of us know that the mangaka wanted to add additional details into the anime. So, was there any differences between the manga and the anime?
NANI?!
I will say this. Literally every single aspect of the show was elongated. Everything. Literally everything was longer than in the manga. Most fights were a couple pages, maybe 1 or 2 pages. So very short. A lot of the details that were explained were not as thorough. One example is Ukitake, him, like his childhood and stuff. It's not that thorough.
Ukitake
Is the sick captain.
Okay.
So the guy, it's the who turns into the right arm of the Soul King. That whole process, it gets explained, just not nearly as in depth. And that is almost every single aspect when it comes to this season. Is something happens, and you get the bare minimums when it comes to the manga, versus at least comparatively to the anime.
Okay.
For anybody who wants to read what would be Cour 3 chapter or season 3, which however you want to think about it, it starts on 609. When it comes to reading what is the final cour or season 4, I would suggest start reading on 658. If you want to get into technicalities, it ends like the moment where Uryu betrays and gets caught happens on 661. So, you know, you've got a few chapters that you'd have to read through. So there is some information that you would miss as far as between 58 and 61. For anybody that is curious, there are 706 total chapters. So we're about 50 chapters left of the series.
Okay.
One thing that they talk about in the manga is Yuhoba could have lost his powers as the Almighty if he would have opened his eyes before that 9 years. So basically, if he went insane and started attacking everything, if he opened his eyes early because he had the ability to, he consciously kept his eyes closed for 9 years, he could have lost his powers.
Interesting.
So that's why he has to keep his powers or keep his eyes closed for those 9 years. Basically, when it comes to elongating stuff, like some of the stuff just isn't nearly as entertaining in the manga that it is in the anime. For instance, Aizen getting brought back isn't nearly as theatrical. Just like the conversation happens, stuff like that. It's just not nearly as fun. There is no fight between Renji and Uryu.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know about his Bankai up to that point, at least.
Oh, so the anime revealed his Bankai early?
I believe they revealed his Bankai, period. Don't quote me on that one, but I do not know if we see his Bankai in the end. I don't know if we're going to see him fight with his Bankai.
Wait, he did have his Bankai in Core 2, right?
No, because Core 2 is them basically getting revived and getting their stuff back. And he lost his Bankai when he fought Byakuya, I believe. When he tried, I believe that's when he lost it.
Okay. Might be confusing some timelines here because clearly we watched this back in Japanese when it first launched. Yep. And then here we are rewatching it in English and think I'm confusing how long ago I've actually first seen his Bankai. So this is supposed to be the first time that we saw his Bankai.
His real Bankai. So right. Remember, we had seen
monkey and his...
Yeah, basically his dual arm Bankai versus his like long snake thing that he had previously.
Right. Okay.
There's some things that happen in a different order, like Yugo and Baz. So Yugo, Hoshwalth, and Baz, the burning finger guy. They actually get their fight like towards what would be the beginning of when Yuhaba brings everybody to the new castle. So it almost happens immediately.
Okay. Yeah, that's real soon.
Yeah, it's just some order stuff. When the 4 girls, I'm drawing a blank, the 4 Sternritters.
The eater one, the zombie one.
Yes. No, I'm drawing a blank, and I'm not doing a good job finding who those 4 are on this fandom page. So it's going to be slightly difficult.
I know one's Giselle. That's the zombie one.
Okay. I think Candace was another one. Bombetta, maybe?
Yeah, Bombetta was one.
Bambi.
Little Tito, Leopard. Basically, the zombie one. That's that one.
Okay.
Anyway, so those 4, when those 4 go to fight Yohaba, he's actually walking around.
Oh, really? He's not in his chair?
No, he's...
swapping his powers with Ashval?
I mean, he is, and that's supposed to be the... So Ashval has Yuhaba's powers, as we see in the season, but the fact that Yuhaba has the ability to get up and walk around is a key and important thing.
Interesting, okay.
I'm not going to go into why, because we'll find that out in the next season / the final season. One thing to keep in mind is all of the fights that are going on within the palace are happening almost simultaneously. Like all of them are happening at the same time.
I guess that makes sense.
It's just kind of a timeline thing to keep in mind. The order in which you read them in the manga is Baz, then Mayuri, and then Shinsui, so the head captain. And on chapter 658, this is where you see the fight with M or Mighty Valkyrie. The fight with Valkyrie is on this chapter. And this is the chapter in which I would suggest to start reading, because you get introduced to some characters and there's just some information that happens that we're going to get later on. But if you wanted to read it, you're going to miss out on these characters coming. And then you're just going to be like, what the fuck? When did they get here? Well, they in the past.
Okay.
On the last episode, you see Uryu and Ichigo talking about how Uryu no longer wants to be a doctor, and you see his dad operating. Do you know who that person is that he's operating on?
Yeah, they said it in the anime that it was his mom.
Okay, yeah, it's just I missed that, so just
that was basically the beginning of the final episode, right? Where he was like, I don't want to be a doctor anymore because if I have to operate on the person I love the most or something like that, then there's no point.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
Really, the biggest difference as far as a change is concerned is Hoshwalt found a bunch of these cards made of reishi all throughout the castle. And they are cards made by Uryu that help spread spirit particles. So basically it weakens everything in the area.
Interesting.
And he was like, Haschwalt was like, how can you explain what these are? Because Haschwalt knows what they are. So he's kind of trying to call it Uryu and get him to in a lie. And then that is when Ichigo comes up. It is like, perfect timing. You can prove your loyalty this way, and I know what's going to happen. So it doesn't matter. But yada, 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 yada. So that all happens. Okay. But it's these discs that Uryu had been spreading around to kind of help weaken this area.
Okay, so that happens in the manga, but in the anime, Uryu and Ichigo are talking about how Uryu wants to basically backstab, and then that's when Haschwalth walks in.
So that still happens. That part still happens, but Haschwalt has just more evidence of his betrayal.
Oh, wait, because technically the part that I'm talking about is like when they go crashing into like a basement area.
Yeah.
So what you're talking about is on the surface level.
Is on the surface level before Ichigo and Uryu fight again.
Right. Okay, yeah, that's making more sense. Interesting.
So, and that's really it. Again, I would start around probably the 655, 58 chapter and work your way through the ending because it's going to be intense.
Okay. Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be so good. But that is it for that. I guess let's start this off with our kind of thoughts of season 3. Tyler, you wanna start us off?
Probably gonna catch some stray hate for this, but I found it fucking boring.
Okay.
Like, it's like I was talking to Matt and Lance upstairs. I've rewatched so many different animes 5, 10 times. Never got bored of it. Mm-hmm. I struggled to re-watch this one once. Okay. And I had to keep taking breaks. I kept going to like different shows just to give myself a break from watching it. Otherwise, I'd fall asleep watching it. I don't know what it is. I love Bleach. It's one of my top 5 animes. Yeah, I struggled with this season. Everything was so drawn out. It wasn't keeping my interest.
The pacing was kind of weird, right?
It was.
Okay, that's fair. Lance, what about you?
I would agree that this was definitely a tick down from what we've been used to in the past 2 cours.
Yep.
This is definitely the worst of the 3.
Okay.
That's not to say like this is a bad anime or a bad season all around, but it's just when we have such high expectations from such a high-rated anime.
Yep.
This didn't quite meet those expectations. Like, there was our battles, and they were cool.
Yep.
We had a lot of revivals that kind of like, okay, how are we actually going to be killing some of these guys here? Because they appear to be dead. We thought we killed them in the last season. We thought we killed them in this season. They just keep coming back.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I made this joke in the previous season, but this is like the lose your arm anime because everybody seems to be losing an arm. It's pretty insane.
Yep.
And then there's Ichigo. And we're still waiting for him to go like crazy and really show off his like true powers.
Season 3. Same move.
Yeah.
All like the entire show. We haven't seen him do any. We've seen more out of Aizen.
Yeah.
Like
pretty much. Yeah.
It's just, at least that's how I feel about it. Like you said, it's still good. It just felt like it was way too much building to like a character building or just like plot building than it was anything else.
Mm-hmm. This was not the Ichigo arc of Thousand Year Blood War for sure.
None of it has. It felt like.
Yeah, Ichigo's been slowly making his debut for what we all truly expect out of, this series.
Yeah.
Other than that, we did get that, like you were just saying, it's a building block, it's a background. This is for every other character to shine. We got some more information on Uryu, got some more information on more of the Quincy's, so I guess that was kind of cool.
Yep.
Backstories on, like, way back then and how people came to be who they are, like how Basby and Haschwald were like close friends when they were children, and then how they became to be under Yuhabaha. And that's really it. It's just some backstories and the Quincy's getting stronger and never dying. No more beatdown for me. Matt, what are you thinking about this season?
So I would agree that this is going to be of the 4 seasons, this is going to be the 4th, like ranked to number 4. The animation itself was beautiful. It was so well done.
Oh, for sure.
So good. It was kind of crazy. Like I watched somebody break down like the jiggle effects of Orihime running, and it's like I mean, that is some insane detail of just the fingers and the chest moving and everything's in motion. I'm just like, that's somebody spent a long time making sure that everything was moving as it should, I guess.
You know, the anime is pretty boring when his highlight is a pair of tits.
Yes. And the animation itself was so well done. I loved watching Shinsui's Bankai because this is the only time we get to see him like be serious throughout the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool.
He was a cool pull away from this season.
It was. And being able to finally see, I can't say finally see one of them because I'm drawing a blank on the first two, but being able to see one of the Bankais that was forbidden from ever being used around other people was fun to see, and I see why.
Yeah, the other Bankai that was basically forbidden was the visored one. Give me 1 second and I will find him.
Well, Ukitake's was too, wasn't it?
So yes, I think there's 3 in total.
There's a few of them.
So
have we seen Ukitake's yet?
No.
The dude with the white and black hat and long hair?
You're not talking about Urahara, right?
Fuck,
like
I'm
Kisuke?
thinking Urahara.
Yeah, you're thinking of Kisuke. Yeah, we haven't seen his yet.
So his was banned. That's one you haven't seen.
Supposedly supposed to be in next season.
Yeah,
Excited.
that'll be in next season. Shinji's.
We've seen it.
Shinji's
But
was
it was one
one
of the banned ones because of it's
fucking insane.
enemies to foes, foes to enemies, or allies to enemies.
Yeah, everybody
won't make it make sense.
Everybody gonna kill each other. That's what that was.
Friendly fire.
Yeah. Ukitake, we never got to see his, but that's kind of what it is. Obviously, the Squad Zeros were all banned because they had to do a stupid pact to not do anything. That was stupid. I'll be completely honest. That was really stupid.
Yeah, I was about to say, since we were talking about Squad Zero, like we got to see the one of them, and that was the Fabric Girl and her multi-leveled
800 character Bankai. Yes.
yeah.
It was Shinjumaru.
It's just like what you said, graphically beautiful.
Yes.
But the fact that they just go, we're fine. It's like, all right, well, you're supposed to have one of the most overpowered Bankais. You have to have 3 out of the 4 die in order to use it. And then they just pop out of it like it's fucking nothing.
Yep.
It's so underwhelming.
Yeah, we got to see Ichibe's, which technically isn't a Bankai, but it is a Bankai.
Like the original Bankai?
Yeah.
Yeah, and his was just a blackout, essentially. Like he can take
their identity.
Right.
He can take he can take their name, which in turn takes their being, their source of existence.
Yep, turning Yuaba into Black Ant.
Yes.
And then not even really affecting him at all.
He just goes, lol, nope. And he's back up there like normal.
You're a bitch. That's what I think of this.
Oh, speaking of this, I wrote this in my notes. Does Ichibei sing in the manga too when he's...
I mean, if you want to say it's singing, sure.
Oh, but
you're reading, so...
Right, so he's like chanting or whatever?
He's
performing something?
He's just saying words.
Okay.
But it's not nearly as theatrical. Again, everything's elongated. But yes, it was those 3. So Urahara, Shinsui, and then Shinji are the 3 that were banned from the Soul Society from use. Because as Shinsui's would essentially kill everybody in the area. So.
Which one is Shinji again?
Shinji is the one that turns everybody against each other.
Big ass mouth and blonde hair.
Yes.
He was the leader of the Vizards.
Yeah, the weird sideways bowl cut thing.
Oh, that's why I'm not finding it under the Shinigami list.
Well, technically it is on the... I guess it really depends on what list you're using.
Oh, yeah, I'm using
he is a
Bleach
captain.
fandom.
He is a captain in the court guards.
So it's at the bottom of the at Vizards.
Oh, he's in the Vizards area. That's what I'm not seeing. Okay, yep.
Yep. So those are the 3 that are banned. Kenpachi is...
I have a feeling his is going to be banned whenever the hell he figures it out. But, okay, can we get on topic of, again, it's just like a boring season? This man's rips out of a space the season before and then just gets shit on by the fucking hand. And it's just...
Yeah.
He got nerfed this season. Like, he was just useless.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be Mayuri's fight, not
I think I know why.
Kenpachi's.
It's because he had to take a shit right before everything happened.
Yeah, you think he'd be faster. He's lighter. Come on now.
He actually had to pinch it off. So
that's just the fact that I get it. It was building into Mayuri's plan. Like he was literally using him as his test subject. So like I get it, but it's like why you do my man's like that?
Yeah.
Like just absolutely no presence at all.
So for a reminder for everybody, Mayuri makes a portal. He goes through it. Kenpachi and a couple of his other guys follow through, and then they fight the left hand. I wrote his name down. Zaraki loses
Pernita.
Yeah.
And
I want to see you guys pronounce his last name.
Fuck off.
And he basically destroys nerves, and then Kenpachi has to rip off his arm, and then he just continues to get completely nerfed.
He Kenpachi's it.
It's not that he destroys nerves; he can manipulate them.
Yeah, he's like twisting them all into nothing.
Because he can literally make it do whatever he wants your nerves to do.
Yeah, then of course plot armored because they made him too strong to begin with into dying. Like that was such a bullshit reason why he died, but it was plot armor to make sure that we continued because in all actuality he would just kill everybody.
Yeah, definitely we're expecting some real change in Kenpachi in the next season. Actually, you know what? I can't even say that because
no, we got his fight.
Right now he's just dead as fuck. See, the thing is though, he just learned his sword. We're gonna see more of him. They're not just gonna take him on with Kenpachi.
Oh yeah, Kenpachi we'll see, but
okay, I was gonna say I want some redemption out of him.
Mayuri, he's done for this.
We got his cool stuff, so you know.
Yeah, I'm good with Mayuri.
But what I can say though is if anybody went against Pernita other than Mayuri, would have wiped every single person.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Even Ichigo, every single one of them would have died.
I would have been curious if he went against that one the one Soul Reaper that is now a zombie with a hole in his side. Because remember his
wasn't that Shinji?
No, that's not Shinji.
He also showed up.
Shinji didn't have Shinji never got turned into a zombie.
Right, but near the end of the season, like he had a hole blasted through and he had like 3 lines going through.
That's not Shinji.
That wasn't Shinji?
No, that's not Shinji.
Who am I thinking of?
You are thinking of Izuru. He's got the hook sword. The hook sword.
Is that the 69 guy?
No, that is not the 6. That's a different. You're thinking of a third guy.
Hold on. Right there, left side. He's the one where he also has long his sword turns into angular swords, and you see it from way in the beginning of Bleach, where if he hits you in the arm with it, it doubles the weight of your arm. Anything he hits, it doubles the weight infinitely as much as every time he hits it, to where you're immobile. Okay.
So I would have been curious if he went against. I'm going to call him Perunga, but that's not his name. Went up against that guy, and he just kept hitting. Pernita. Yeah, kept hitting with his Zanpakuto.
I don't think he's getting near him. I mean, look at how fast Kenpachi is, and Kenpachi got caught.
Well, Kenpachi's an idiot. And
that is true, but we haven't seen much of this guy's brilliance anyways.
I mean, he does have a giant hole in his side, so, you know.
I mean, he wasn't getting there anyways.
That's very true, but I would just be curious. Because of the Zanpakuto that he has, it would be kind of cool to see him.
See, I wonder if technically he can hit the nerves and if that would count.
Well, if he
it's part of his body.
If he hit the ground that the nerves are attached to, it would transfer. So we're speaking hypothetical of a person that's dead.
A fight
so
that we'll never see, so it doesn't
matter. It just would have been cool to see.
But have a what if series.
Yeah. What if? That'd be 90% of Bleach. But yes, just to kind of go back, this was all about building onto what is going to be season 4. I cannot wait I'm going to spoil it in the sense that we are going to see Kenpachi in season 4, and that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Definitely like to see that because, like we said, he needs a redemption.
Oh, he gets it. He gets it in the most insane way. I'm so excited to see Kenpachi.
Did Gerard Valkyrie die?
No.
Valkyrie? No.
I have a feeling. Okay, because I couldn't remember. I have a feeling it's going to be Kenpachi versus Gerard Valkyrie.
No.
Damn. That would have been a hell of a fight.
I can see that. I can see Kenpachi versus a giant.
That would be cool, but I guess don't quote me on that one. But I don't think
Fault is the only other person I could relatively see. Because
maybe, but Haschwaldt's too important. I think he's got to be reserved for Ichigo and Uryu.
No, that's gonna be Yuabaha.
Yeah, what about
That's gonna be that.
Well, yeah, but like because Yuabaha and Haschwald are gonna be like swapping back and forth. Like technically, right now they're fighting Yuabaha.
Yeah, but that's not how that works.
Yeah,
he's only supposed to swap back and forth while he's sleeping.
Right.
While he's resting. So
right, but Haschwaldt's only going to be important like now while he's sleeping because otherwise Haschwaldt he's powerless.
I mean, you can't really say that because he made a fool out of Bazby without the powers.
That is correct.
He made an absolute fool out of him.
Is that because of like technique? Because in the past story, like he was powerless. Like
he's powerless, but he's got movement with sword. He knows how to handle a sword.
He's very skillful.
And he knows how, yes, he's very skilled in just actual combat.
Okay.
Instead of, he doesn't have powers, but he fucked up one of the strongest Stern Ritters.
Okay. And probably before we say too much more about him being powerless, like Yuaba made a comment like people around him get stronger. So like, is there a way that he learned how to
maybe he's pulling
refocus that back into himself?
No, because he said that his power is to give away power.
Yeah.
He can't gather reishi like other Quincy's can, so that's why he can't do anything. He's like Yuabaha, where he can give away power, but Yuabaha was able to learn how to do it by constantly doing it, because he's been around for, at that time, was 200 years.
Right.
When it was a flashback to when
they were children.
Haschwaldt got brought into his Stern Ritter.
Yep.
Yeah. Either way, I would still like for all that to get explained in the anime where if your power is to give powers, how exactly does that make you really strong?
Because of what he's doing right now. So while Yuabaha is sleeping, he can give his powers to Haschwaldt, and then when he wakes up, Haschwaldt can give them back to him.
Right, but they also explain that Yuaba's power is also to give power.
Yeah, but
so why is he...
Because he's doing it to rest during his time gathering the Soul King's power.
With that, and he's also the Soul King's son, so it's kind of like... So
does he have like two powers then? Like he has his own power because he's super strong, and then he also has a power to give power?
He's kind of like all for one, where he can either give or pull in powers.
Okay, then that one I can definitely see that one being a thing.
Haschwaldt can only...
give powers.
He essentially is a stat boost to the other Quincy's, but then his ability that he gets from Yuhaba was the ability to swap their powers.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Now, I can follow that one.
He wasn't given that ability, was he?
Yeah, that's...
Because he said that you're just like me. Just like me. You can give powers to other people. That was before he was even brought in, so he wasn't given anything yet.
Yes, but now as in like today. So while he sleeps, his power is B, which is balance, which means he can swap back and forth between Yuhabaha and himself. Like he gets his powers, and then Yuhaba basically gets his powers, which is to give everybody else stronger, and then they swap back and forth. Mm-hmm. So that's what that is.
Sounds like a very complicated match of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something where you're just constantly stacking effects back and forth and reshuffling. And
pretty much. Yeah, because essentially what will happen is that Haschwaldt will get stronger, and then in turn will give his strength back to Yuhaba, and it just kind of keeps compounding, so he can keep giving himself more strength.
Mm. And then on top of that, we learned in the previous season that if Yuhaba were to like absorb all the other Quincy's, like that would also make him even more stronger.
Yes.
Which I still kind of expect to happen in the end.
Well, he already did that. So he pulled the...
Oh, I meant with our,
he could...
From the remaining
from the
ones
these remaining
that he's
guys.
got.
Yeah, he could... I guess technically he could... what's that ability called? Give me a second. Because that's what ends up killing Ichigo's mother and Uryu's mother is that ability. Give me 1 second. It's not Vandenreek.
Primarily used through his ability Ashwallen, Asuvaran, the ability to allow him to selectively take powers from Quincy that he deems impure.
Yeah, it's gonna be that one.
Okay, yeah, so Ashwallen, Ashvalen.
Yeah, that one. Sure. Yeah, I'm not finding it, but that's fine.
That's Google AI telling me that.
I don't know. Do you think you'd get desperate enough to kill all of his Quincy's? Kill the rest of his Quincy's? Because that's essentially what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's
100%. He's already rebuilt once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, moment of desperation during the final battle with Ichigo when he goes all out. I think it's going to be 100% versus 100%, and that's my expectation.
Okay. Yeah. Ashvallen. Yep, that's what it's called. I forgot about this. So the reason why Uryu was the successor is because he didn't die during Ashvallen when he was deemed unworthy. So that's why he was given that ability.
Because he's like half Quincy?
No, Uryu is a full Quincy.
Oh yeah, he is full.
Yep.
Both parents were technically Quincy's. So then why wasn't he able to die from that?
He just didn't.
He built different.
Yeah, he built different. Yeah, he said, fuck that guy. I would guess it has to do with his grandfather, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I'm not going to read into it because I would probably try to spend the rest of my time while we're doing this trying to figure it out. So let's not do that. Let's continue.
Yeah.
I personally, let's just talk about our favorite moments because we talked about, our not so favorite moments of this season so far. I already talked about it, and that is finally seeing Shinsui as the super powerful Soul Reaper that he is. And we finally get to see what his Bankai is. I thought that was super awesome to see. What'd you guys think about it?
Same. It's probably the highlight of the season, easily.
Yes.
It was probably the most anticipated before it released.
That's fair.
And honestly, between that and Mayuri's fight, that's the only two things that I had enjoyment out of this season. Exciting enjoyment out of it. Because his Bankai it fits him as a personality with like the games and stuff like that, like of who he is as a person.
Yep.
And I'm on the same page as you. We got two like real fights, like you were just saying, and of the two, that was definitely the most interesting. The Mayuri one was definitely good. That's more of like they were both kind of mind fucks because of the rules that they were dealing with, especially Shinsui's mind fucks. But Mayuri's was like technical, and he always had like plans B through Z to work with, and he's a walking anime logic kind of character.
Okay. I also really like the fact that, he as in Shinsui basically did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And, like letting Aizen out and kind of being like, well, there's no point in keeping him down there if we're all going to die anyways. It's like, yeah, that's true. That's very true. So, that whole, it doesn't matter being pride. Don't let your pride get in the way of you, surviving.
Mm-hmm. I also liked that Shinsui made a comment that like one of the keys to finally releasing Aizen was like in his heart or whatever. So like if he died, then Aizen would be like locked away forever, right? That's how that works.
Yeah, he dies, the key disappears.
Yep.
Right. So that it makes him all the more important to make sure he survives.
Yep. I'm trying to find what his Bankai is actually called. If you give me a minute. Fuck. Okay. Yep, I finally found it. Let's see if I can say it. Katen Koyotsu Karamatsu Shinju. Yep, again, I apologize to anybody if I said that wrong.
God bless you.
Yes, thank you. Bones of the Heavenly Blooming Madness. And then Withering Pine Lover's Suicide.
Mm-hmm. Translation at least helps a lot.
Yes. One thing I will say is I loved the title, the chapters. It was Theatrical Suicide, or Theater Suicide was the title of the chapters. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and everything about his fight was definitely theatrical too.
Oh, yeah. I am absolutely not going to say the 4 parts of the theater. I butchered his Bankai. I will 100% butcher all of the names, all of the acts. Because there's T's and Z's and K's and a bunch of other letters that don't actually go together in English. But there are 3 parts to it. Wait, no, that's wrong. There's 4 parts to it. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say there's 4 acts.
Yeah, there's 4 acts. And then technically, so you guys understand how this works, right? Basically, it's a double suicide. Like once he uses it, technically both people are supposed to die.
Right. Because in my notes, I said that Shinsui activates his Bankai and he basically shares pain.
It's not shares pain, it's reflected.
Yep.
So he takes the damage, but he's not affected by it until his Bankai ends, and it gets put on the person that afflicted the damage to him. And then when his Bankai ends, then he gets hit with everything.
Yep.
Because he was perfectly fine that entire fight until his Bankai ended.
You're right, because they made a comment that like he'll take all this damage without dying, and then
The enemy will take the damage without dying.
Yeah.
the enemy will.
The enemy will take all the damage without dying, and then they go into fill with despair.
Part 2.
Yep, part 2 where they fill with despair for hurting the other person,
Hurting and surviving.
and then they go underwater because they're drowning in sorrow or something like that, and yeah, it reflects the damage.
Yep.
And Shinsui feels absolutely nothing of it.
Yep.
Until the end.
He does say it's like, too bad this didn't kill me or something along those lines.
He's too stubborn to die.
Yeah, because all the getting getting shot in the stomach, the shoulder, and I think somewhere else. Yes, it was somewhere else. I don't remember where though.
I think it was his like upper chest, wasn't it?
Maybe something like that. So yeah, then it got reflected, and then the final act is the beheading. So, and the only reason why he survived was Nanao.
Yeah, then Nanao got the god-killing blade,
Yeah.
kind of like out of nowhere, like more anime logic, pulls it from the void of a face and able to reflect all the godly damage.
So then, did you understand who that person was? Like his secondary Zanpato character is?
Like that ninja-looking girl?
Yeah.
That one kind of went over my head.
Okay. I watched it a few times, so that's so that is
The secondary. You're talking about the little girl?
Yeah, the little girl.
That was
Not
her.
Not
but the character where the sword came out of the face from.
The ninja.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, maybe I was thinking that was actually like Nanao's sword, like her Zanpakuto.
No,
but because it was with him.
So that is the Zanpakuto had a child. So his as in Shinsui's Zanpakuto created another being to hide the god blade.
Okay.
Basically, she was just a glorified safe.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much. And I had completely forgotten that the sword comes out of her face. So then when I saw it come out of the face, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that's right. That's not actually a face. It's just an opening. It fucked me over for a second. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So that was definitely a funny, shocking moment. So yeah, that whole fight was super good. I love the fact that it got drawn out. It was the anime was top tier when it came to that entire Bankai sequence. Yeah, you guys are right. There was the first Bankai finishing at the beginning of the season, and then Ichibe's death fight.
Even though he didn't really die.
Yeah, he kind of died.
Well, they showed him at the end of the a post clip that Ichigo lands.
Yeah,
or that Ichibe lands, and then Ichigo says a little chant and then revives Ichibe.
Well, he says his name, and then Ichibe is able to pull some power from Ichigo, and that's how he comes by. So if Ichigo would have never came by, he would be dead.
Yeah.
And then you have the Busby fight. You have the Mayuri fight. Is that really? You have Uryu fighting a few times.
Yeah, Uryu is the one that took down.
He takes down Ichigo the first time.
No, I meant I already forgot her name. The Squad Zero girl. He's the one that ends up with the final defeating blow. That was unexpected.
Yeah. Sanjimaru.
Yeah.
And then there was not really a whole lot of fighting in this one.
I think this might be the shortest podcast we ever do. Because a lot of it was just, like I said, it was a giant story building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So much side conversation. And don't get me wrong, the first time I watched it, it was good. Don't get me wrong, still slow.
Yeah.
But it was a good first watch. It's a struggle for a repeat watch just for the hell of it. And that's it's like filler without it being filler.
Yeah.
In a way.
You got explanation of why Ukitake was always sick, which plot armor stuff, because they talk about if he was never sick, he'd be the strongest person, or at least as strong as Shinsui, who was the second strongest in existence, only behind the head captain.
Yeah, Yamamoto.
Yeah. So it's everybody was always wondering why Ukitake was the way he was. Well, there you go. You finally got
him somehow.
Exactly.
A couple more highlights that we might as well bring into view.
Okay.
Ichigo being the one to actually cut the Soul King in half. Thought
to cut the Soul King in half.
That was pretty interesting that he's the one that did it.
And the fact that Yuabaha planned for Ichigo to be there because it needs to happen from somebody that's affiliated with everything. Mm-hmm. And he's the only person that is.
Ever to exist that way, yes. Yep. How convenient.
Another big thing, which was a complete jaw dropper, was Grimmjow joining the fight. And then
doing nothing.
We see him running around chasing that one guy for a while. And then he kind of gets stunned. And then we got next to nothing out of Grimmjow after all this build up.
You got my favorite person, Nell, finally coming back.
Nell coming back.
She did nothing. Grimmjow got nerfed. Kenpachi got nerfed. Oh, bad season for some of our favorites, man.
Yeah, right?
Yep. That's pretty much every good person got nerfed, except for a couple people.
The sniper guy turning into the freak show
owl.
Of a monster he turned into, like a four-legged, long-necked
He looked
owl.
like, you want to know what he reminded me of?
What's
fucking
that?
Arceus.
Exactly.
This Pokemon have an ass. And then he turns into a fucking owl.
That gets killed and sliced in half by
a fucking
Aizen.
Sword with mirrors.
Yeah.
He wasn't killed by Aizen. He was killed by the sword.
Yeah, but then he goes down to this Soul Society and then...
Yeah, then he gets fucked up.
Well, but is he officially gone? Because we saw him,
no, because we got the owls at the Soul Society, so he's still around.
Yeah, he's still around. I was going to say, because he split himself into 4 separate beings, and then right before one of them takes a blast, that one gets cut in half. And we put pause on that little story.
Yeah, we'll find out more about it.
Dude's still around. They're all kind of still around.
Yep.
They don't officially die.
Well, except for one. We got one. We got one death.
Except for Pernita.
Yeah.
He did himself in because he was hungry.
Greedy. He just wanted all the powers. Lance is going through his notes right now, and
I'm trying.
Trying
other
to
than
find something to keep the conversation
we
going.
got Yoroichi making a comeback.
Yeah, everyone's favorite Yorichi.
Still waiting for the Thunder pose.
Yeah, I was when we saw her do her little clothes explosion thing, and we got a little bit of those lightning balls coming in. I thought for sure this was going to be the moment of that figure.
Lance got excited in more than one way.
Yeah, I was like, "Ooh, here we go!"
Hey, you got to see Orihime. You were focused on that, all right? Give us our moment.
I did not mean to do that.
Way to fuck up the moment.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how many episodes. So there's 13 episodes, 14 episodes in this season. So it was a shorter season as it was, because it was 27 to 40 and covering over 50 chapters. That's about on par. And yeah, it was a lot of background information. It gave story building because, you learn about the Soul King and how he's got multiple parts to the Soul King. He basically has multiple parts because he has his left and right arm, which they go into the heart, which is Valkyrie. It'll be very interesting if we find out any more parts of the Soul King.
If there's legs that come out, I'm just going to instantly think Yu-Gi-Oh! With Exodia. Just fucking build them at this point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was
going to say, 2 legs in the mind, maybe.
Or just the 2 legs, because we got both arms and essentially the chest.
Yeah.
With the heart.
Yeah, Exodia doesn't have a chest piece.
No, he's got his head and then the arms. Yeah. Yeah, this was a lot of just good information and building towards what is going to be the ending of the series.
Yeah. Any more expectations to come out of the next season that we haven't already talked about?
So damn much. You spent this entire season building into it. It's gonna blow us. It's gonna blow my mind. Yeah. It's gotta be just next to amazing.
Are there any Bankais you're looking forward to seeing? Any Kenpachis? Okay, so you think he's gonna get his Bankai?
I don't think they're gonna end it without him at least tapping into it a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because he finally heard his sword.
He just knows his sword's name.
Yep.
To get it, what's the second form?
Shikai.
Yeah, to get it into its Shikai. That's as far and he did that with ease.
He was that strong without knowing it.
That was just him and a fucking sword. He was still fucking people up.
Mm-hmm. A metal stick.
He could have did it with a fucking tree branch.
Probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was trying, but
I couldn't imagine what his powers could be other than some kind of world exploding kind of attack.
Okay. I promise you, it will be memorable. I'll put it that way.
Plot twist. He turns into a twig with insane powers, even stronger than what he's currently got.
One thing, we learned that Mayuri can return the zombified people. They lose some of their lifespan, but they come back. Mm-hmm. So we have 2 characters that we know of.
Ooh, Ice Boy.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of
Toshiro.
Toshiro, yep.
Yeah, we're going to see definitely more Toshiro because obviously it's been spoiled literally metric fuck ton in every single place of adult form.
Him and Byakuya, yeah. Because he was in the pods at least.
Lance complete that went over his head.
No, I know what you're saying, but I was also like trying to quickly throw in Byakuya. But yeah, I've at least seen
Byakuya wasn't in the pods,
wasn't he?
No,
yeah, it was Rengiku.
Rengiku.
Okay,
Renji?
Rengoku. I don't fucking.
It's a Rengoku. Rengiku.
Yeah, how about I just fucking look?
Yeah, that's instead of.
It was Rengiku.
Yes. With the big boobed vice captain.
Of course, just explain it by the tits, man.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
it was those 2 because
totally forgot she was a
because Byakuya was actually up.
Yeah, he was walking around and everything.
He was up by Squad 0 healing like everybody else was.
Yeah, and he used his pedals to attack, and he had that badass moment where someone was about to do something, or he was in the middle of a conversation, and then Byakuya was like, "No, I'm not even going to let you do what you want to do. We're going to end this right now." Yep. And then that was a badass moment.
That was season 2, but yes.
No, that was this.
The only time we really saw him this season was when he used the sword against the eyes, and it didn't do shit against the little slug things.
Yeah, you're thinking of season.
That was 2. Season 2.
No, I remember watching this last week when I was working out. I'm like, oh, at least he did something.
All right, well, Lance goes back to that. Yes, so we have those 2. If you've paid any attention to the Bleach universe, you know about Toshiro and getting his adult version. I completely spaced out on how this actually happens. I just know that it does.
I just know it does because it was posted everywhere for I swear to God, months.
Every fangirl loved it.
Yeah, leading into the first season of this.
Maybe I'm missing out on that. I thought this right here is his adult version.
No, he still looks like a child. No, he
looks a little bit more mature.
He legitimately looks like an adult in the future, in next season.
Oh, okay. Nothing's ringing a bell right now. I've been spoiled free, I guess.
Well, do you want to stay spoiled free?
Kinda.
Okay, that's fine. That's Tyler can put his stop searching phone down.
No, I'm still gonna look at it for myself.
So yes, we have that big piece of information. So I'll be curious on if his Bankai changes because now he's an adult. Does he get a true Bankai? Does that Bankai stay the same? Obviously, Tyler, you had mentioned how you want Kenpachi and his Bankai. Lance, are you looking forward to anything?
A little bit. We saw that Ichigo and Uryu's fathers came.
Yep.
And I'd like to see both of them do something because, Ichigo's father, Ishin, he lost his Shinigami powers, right? How is
he got him back.
Yeah, he did? Okay, that is ringing a bell.
But
he's the reason why Ichigo got it back at the end of the main part of Bleach.
Right.
Him and Kisuke.
Yep. Also, he would not be there if he couldn't be a Shinigami.
Mm-hmm. So, right. Yeah, he was dashing around and stuff. Yeah, I'd just like to see a little bit of the fathers do something.
Or Hime's not a Shinigami.
Yeah, but she has powers. Just like Chad. They both have powers.
I guess.
He has to have some sort of powers.
I guess. I mean, it makes sense.
Control Reishi.
But you said if he wasn't a Shinigami.
In this case.
But to be fair, Chad or Hime are not Shinigami and they're still there.
That was. You guys remember what they actually are? Do they ever
El Diablo for Chad.
Or
Hime is just her fucking hair clips. I can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, but they actually go into what
in depth of what they are.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on what their actual powers are.
I just Googled adult Toshiro and 100% I've seen this main picture. I'm not going to read into it.
I was going to say I haven't read into it. I've seen that picture literally everywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I just don't remember how that happens.
Maybe there's going to be some kind of power that he gets trapped in.
Either that or it's just part of his Bankai. Maybe.
Maybe.
Because with Mayuri messing with her lifespan.
Ooh, yeah, maybe it
could
speeds up his life.
I like that. That's a good.
It doesn't shorten your life; it doubles your
The
way you
doubles how
process
fast
life.
you age.
Right.
Reverse Benjamin Button.
We also need to see Aizen do something.
I mean, he did a lot
He did a
more
lot,
than a
but-
lot of other people did.
But like a little bit more than inside his chair.
Yeah, why did he get brought back if he's just going to kind of pull some spirit energy stuff? And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, he killed all the eyes from swarming everybody and broke the barrier.
details.
I mean, he did do a decent amount within the short amount of time he was there.
That's fair.
Other than that, the next big thing I'm expecting is some super transformation out of Ichigo. I want to see his hollow formation come back in some way.
I want to see his hollow come back.
I want to see a combination.
I want to see his Vassal Lorde.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to see that big monstrous demon-looking thing mixed with Quincy, mixed with the Shinigami powers. Obviously, everything has to be.
The only thing is we're not going to
combined
see
into
fully everything because it's either he's going to have Vassal Lorde or he's going to have Visored. He won't have both.
Oh, you don't think he's going to like avatar it and be able to like combine everything?
Just
into
Vassal
one?
Lorde with the mask hanging off his horn or some shit. It'll just be interesting to see how they tie in Fullbringer in with everything as well.
Do you think they'll go Fullbringer and he'll have his like his giant ass ninja star?
I don't know. I think if they're going to do anything, he's going to just go full Vassal Lorde, but he's going to have full control over it.
Yeah, I can see that.
On top of his current Quincy Soul Reaper powers. I think it's going to be more of a combo of those three than the other two.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to stay out of this conversation.
Yeah,
you already know.
I wonder what his Quincy powers are going to do for the battle. Like, is it going to be strictly like his health regain kind of thing? Or do you think like he's going to have some kind of like
just an
arrow attack or armor?
Well, technically, to be honest, another Bankai we need to see is Ichigo's.
That's very 100% true.
Yeah, I think that's going to be what this
because
is.
Technically, yeah, he's got the new swords. That's not his Bankai. That's just his Zanpakuto. We still have to see Ichigo do his shit, which obviously is going to probably be the last fight of the show.
Yeah, we're going to get it one time and be like, all right, and...
Cut us till the end and dude just gets face planted, dies to someone else.
You get to see it for 10 seconds and then somebody else kills him. That'd be...
Chad's the hero of the anime.
Uppercut.
I can't wait for that one too. I can't wait for all the Bankais that we're going to see.
I'm looking at your Goku and Vegeta. It kind of looks like a proud son and little child Vegeta just sitting there.
So proud of this kid.
Yes. Really, do we know when season 4/Core 4 is coming out?
I do not think it's been announced yet.
Expecting
2026 winter season.
I'm seeing no official release, just assuming in 2024. I will say this came out... 6. I was thinking of 24 because that was when this came out, was winter of 24/5, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So that would make sense. 2 years, year and a half, whatever you want to call it.
According to this, Kubo recently said he is worried about Bleach's final episodes as he has just reviewed the storyboards and noted the animation would be quite difficult.
Well, no fucking shit. This whole thing has been difficult. That's kind of the reason why.
I mean, compared to some others, it's not too bad. But if they're saying it's difficult, I'm interested to see what the fuck happens.
Right. If it's difficult, are they going to turn every episode into like movie quality or what?
Well, they really did that with this entire series.
Every episode was beautifully animated for sure.
So what they did is they rebranded their studio to Patriot or Parrot. They rebranded the studio so that they literally only focused on this, and then the other branch of the studio focused on everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they reallocated their funds, redid how their studio works, so that only this one branch of the studio worked on this anime. So it's all movie quality.
Really putting a lot of eggs into this basket.
Deservedly so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be insane. I'm really looking forward to seeing what TYBW adds to the series, because one thing that I'd already talked about was the Renji and Uryu fight. I forgot about bringing up that one. Is just kind of seeing Renji's Bankai, seeing how that was really cool. It was really unique, really interesting.
Was Renji's Bankai not part of anything, period?
It wasn't in what I read so far, and I do not remember if it's going to be in the last part of the series.
Okay. So maybe...
So this might have been here you go, if we get to see a new Bankai that we never seen before.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, if that's the case, then I wonder if Byakuya is going to have an updated Bankai, because he was under the same boat that Renji was.
Yeah, but his Zanpakuto didn't break like Renji's did.
Mm.
And that was never his actual Bankai.
Renji?
Yeah, that was never Renji's Bankai.
Yeah, that's right. He never knew his official name.
He never knew the full name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll be very curious to see.
Yeah, other than that, I'm good for like Pokemon Quiz.
Tyler, you good? Nothing else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All in all, good. Just not as good as everything else.
Right.
All right. Without just trying to talk about stuff to talk about, let's move on from Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War, and Lantz has been doing Pokemon quizzes. Let's get into this one.
All right. So today we're going to jump into Gen 2 questions. Question number 1. What is Smeargle's signature move called?
It's the painting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the painting Pokemon. To be quite honest, it is literally the only move he can learn, and he learns it every 10 levels.
Is it like Mimic or something?
It acts like Mimic, but I don't remember what it's called because doesn't it take it permanently for the fight?
Yeah, it does be... His move is a permanent move.
For the fight, anyway.
No, permanently.
I was going to say, I know it takes it permanently. I just couldn't remember if it was just for the fight or for good. That's probably why he keeps getting it back.
For forever. Yes. Fuck. I don't remember. Zero memory in this one.
I remember it because I used to use them just for the hell of it.
I never.
But I can't. Can I get the first letter?
First letter is S.
Fuck.
Is it swipe?
No, because swipe steals items.
I don't know. I gave my guess. I'm going to say swipe.
Yeah, I'm thinking too hard.
Remember, this is a game for children.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I can't think of what it is.
Okay. We'll just call you a blank on that one. The move is called Sketch.
Yep.
Yeah, I would not have gotten that.
Oh, no? Okay. Yeah, so
I was thinking like self-portrait for some reason.
Yeah, so whatever move is used on him, use Sketch, and he learns it permanently. Every 10 levels, if you don't like one of those moves, you can replace that move with another Sketch, and then you can try to build your own perfect lineup right there.
Yeah, sure.
Very difficult Pokemon to try to make useful without saving and shutting off.
10-year-old me would have never done that.
No. I used him for like 1 minute, and then I'm like, no, I'm not even going to put time into this.
What was the thing at the end? It was No, I don't think that was there. The fucking Battle Coliseum. I think that was.
I think the tower was in it.
Was it the Battle Tower?
That was in Gold and Silver, right?
Yeah, there was a Battle Tower.
Okay,
Yeah.
So yeah, because I used to use them there for the fuck of it.
Maybe that was a Crystal only for the Battle Tower.
I played the shit out of Crystal compared to the other two.
Yeah.
No, I remember Gold and Silver had a Battle Tower.
Okay, I might be running a blank on Gold and Silver specifically, but I think because there was the Battle Tower that was where the Light Tower was, where you fought the Steel type gym leader. I think her name started with an L. But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
All right.
Sketch.
Sketch.
Got it.
Okay.
One failure.
Question number 2. True or false? The Rock type Pokemon Nosepass is a Gen 2 type Pokemon.
He's a Gen 2?
Mm-hmm.
That's false.
Yeah, false.
Yeah.
He was
false.
Gen 3.
That is a Gen 3 Pokemon. Both correct. Good job.
You tried to fuck us up by saying the Gen 2 Pokemon.
I did. All right, question number 3, the evolution question. What level does Hoppip evolve into Skiploom?
23.
It's an early game, so I'm going to go 18.
So 23 and 18?
Yep.
All right. Surprisingly enough, you're both... No, I'm kidding.
Like, that's wrong.
It depends on the gender.
Matt is actually correct. It is 18.
Woo!
Good job.
I finally got one of those.
Shitty-ass Hoppip takes forever to evolve at level 18. Because that little bitch knows Splash, and it takes forever for him to get to anything that's useful. I remember that because I caught Hoppip when I was a kid, and I was like, let's use him. Took forever to do anything about it.
And use them, and use them, and use them. It's kind of like me and Magikarp right now trying to get to Gyarados. It's fucking bullshit.
Yep, throw them out there.
XP share and just sit your ass on the fucking bench.
Mm-hmm. That or he has to be your first Pokemon in the battle, switch him out.
Yep.
Take some damage. Hopefully.
And survive the damage.
Yep. That or wait till 15 and then tackle everybody, which does nothing.
He does nothing because he has
stats
no
or shit.
Yep. So now you're hoping you got like a level 5 Pokemon that you're going to be attacking because it's not going to do nothing otherwise.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple bullshit Pokemon.
I mean, Gyarados isn't bullshit, but yeah.
He's a boss.
Once you evolve him some more, yes. Or level him up some more.
Yeah. Teach him the right moves.
Yes.
But yeah, that's my quiz today. Very good. Matt for getting 2 of them.
Yeah.
Tyler, you did a good job. Still.
Hey, participation.
Thank you, Lance, for that Pokemon quiz. I am extremely surprised. I randomly guessed.
Yep. Good job.
That one. Since this episode was not very long, and we're at the end of what would be the spring season, let's kind of talk about what we've been watching recently and have some fun with this one, because this season was interesting, you could say. There was a lot of kicked out of my party, I'm actually super OP kind of shows this season, at least.
Yeah, there was quite a bit of those.
And I watched a lot of them. Fire Force was this season. That was super good.
Yep, that was a staple.
I have not watched it yet.
It needs to.
I'm waiting for all of it to come out to binge it.
You needs to, at least this core, because it'll be a multiple core.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as the last episode drops, I'll watch it all. Fire Force is one that I like to binge.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
So I wait for that to come out every episode.
I think Fire Force is binge worthy. Like, so much happens. It's entertaining. It's actionful. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and right before I watch it, I'll go back through and rewatch season 2.
Yeah, season 2 was good. Season 3, part 1 was really good. This is going to be the final season. I don't know if you knew that or not, Tyler, but this will be the final season.
For what?
Fire Force.
Yeah, I figured so.
Okay, yep. We had part 2 of season 2 of Apothecary Diaries. I know, Lance, we were talking about that one. We're definitely going to be covering that in the near future because it's so good.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. Honestly, I haven't even started a single episode of season 2 because I kind of like what Tyler was saying. Like, I was just going to binge that all in English. And by the time we're ready to cover that, that's about 2 episodes away from when we're going to cover that. But
yeah,
it's definitely in the near future, and it's definitely going to be worth covering. Made a lot of hype for Anime 2025.
Yeah, it was very, very good. I'm trying to think of what else I watched from.
I have not watched a single new thing.
Oh no!
No?
I've rewatched Kaiju number 8 3 times to get ready for it. Like, I've rewatched a bunch of stuff. I have not watched any new stuff. Because to be honest, I haven't even paid attention to what's even out.
That's fine.
I'm a little bit on that page too. I haven't seen a whole lot out of this latest season as well. I've been very busy with some life stuff, like when I'm trying to watch new material, because working on some home renovations and just other random things being in the way of like my gym time, which is usually my new anime time.
Yep.
Other than that, I've gone through like 150 episodes of One Piece just casually.
Has it gotten better yet?
I mean, it's good. These arcs are insanely long. Like, I got through 2 of really good ones.
Okay.
Like, currently I'm on episode 678.
Nice. Out of 1,000 something, right?
I don't know, like 1,400 or something like that.
I'm pretty sure.
We're approaching that or something.
I know it's definitely over 1,000 episodes.
Oh, definitely.
It's well over 1,100.
If anybody's interested on where I'm currently at, and if you have watched Bleach, I'm at the part where Luffy is fighting for the flame fruit.
We are drastically off. There's only 1,133 episodes.
Oh,
I said 1,000 plus.
We were approaching the 1,400.
I was like, there's way over 1,100. Fuck no, there's 33 more than 1,100.
Yeah.
That's way. What are you talking about? Way.
Okay, well, I can at least say I'm more than halfway done.
Oh, well, so far.
So far, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as long as he watches more than a couple episodes a week, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying I crushed like 150 episodes. It took me like 3-4 weeks to do so, but
that's still quite impressive.
Yeah, I'm listening to most of it, which is totally fine. I mean, there's a lot of great action that I'm casually watching.
Yep.
But yeah,
you're not sitting down and eating some Cheerios and watching these.
No.
But yeah.
No, it is. There's so much.
That's what I
filling in
did
between.
with Naruto when I first watched it. I finished every single episode from the original to the end of Shippuden
in depth
in like a month.
Like you hardcore watched it. You weren't like casually on your phone.
Hardcore watch it because I was working swing shift at the mill.
Mm-hmm.
So we had 3 half-hour breaks so I can get an episode in each break. There were some days we just weren't doing anything, so I just had it up and I was watching it. And then I have 3 to 4 days off every week, so I just wake up, watch it all day because I ain't got nothing else to do because everyone's fucking working.
Yep.
So it allowed me to binge watch literally it's like 732 episodes.
Jeez.
Something like that.
That is insane.
Well, I didn't have a motorcycle at the time, so I had nothing to preoccupy me. So now I do, so now I don't watch anything.
That's fair. That's completely fair. I have more spare time, so now I just watch more anime.
Yeah, now that Matt's no longer in school.
Yeah, it's nice. Let's see. I watched the Unaware Altier Meister. I know I'm saying that wrong. One of those guy got kicked out of his party, and he's actually a lot stronger than everybody thinks he is. / he thinks he is. It was fine. Very, very easy watch.
I did just start watching Dan to Dan.
Don. Nice. Don. Yes. Just in time for season 2.
Yep. That's why I started watching it. I have to watch him try to retrieve his balls.
Yep.
The nice shiny golden balls. I left my A party to help. Former. This is a fucking to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. Yep. Also got kicked out of his original party and is stronger than he thought he was. That turns into a harem show. Was not really expecting that one.
There's actually one that my buddy John just had me watch. It was actually pretty good. It was the beginning after the end.
You like that one?
I think that's what it was.
I feel like it wasn't because that one is a Wish version of Jobless Reincarnation.
Yeah,
I've never seen Jobless, so I don't even know what that.
Yeah, I watched half of the first episode, and I was telling Matt, like, that's
what I watched, and it wasn't bad, but that's the first one that I watched like that. So,
okay.
Like, it wasn't bad, but there wasn't a lot to it. Like, it gave me some filler to watch for a couple episodes.
That's fair. Left my A rank party. It's like the icon picture literally looks like the girls from Jobless Reincarnation, so it's kind of funny. To Be Hero X, fantastic. Definitely the best show of the season.
Yep, I was just about to say
Still
that.
gotta watch that.
You 100% need to watch that one.
Yeah, I was telling Matt a couple days ago, like, the next one we're covering is To Be Hero X. And this was before the last episode dropped. And then Matt's like, it's a 2 cour, right? I'm like, God damn it.
Just kidding.
So,
another one that I'm waiting
cover in its entirety.
Waiting to watch again is all of season 2 for Windbreaker to come out.
Windbreaker was really good. I watched that one. It was it was good. Well, we're just gonna go with that one. It was good.
It's good. I've been watching it. I'm quite a few episodes behind. Oh, apparently this says I'm on episode 21, so I've only watched like half of the second season.
Yeah, you're
wait, 21? Yeah, I'm
That's
like
only 7 episodes.
Yeah, I'm like 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're almost done with season 2.
I just got caught up on Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone was good. That
one was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I enjoyed that one a lot.
Cour 2 is next.
Yep, it'll be coming out in summer.
It's the last season.
Yep.
And there's 3 cours to it.
Okay.
That's right. It is a 3 cour.
It's a 3 cour. And then the second one, they're going to what? South America or Africa?
Well, technically, they're still in America. They got to get through this.
They're traveling to there. That's where they're heading now because they're out on the boat and they ran away from.
Yeah, South America sounds right.
I think it's South America.
Man, it's been a minute.
I don't remember.
The very last episode was them just dipping.
Okay.
For them to chase. While everyone else stayed back to help build the world at what they want.
You're right. They split
because they kidnapped Dr. X and now fucking Purple Lip Maniac is about to just go chase after him. So they're going to. I think it's South America. I think it's South America. It's either that or Africa. It's one of the two.
I would say South America would make more sense because geographically it's closer.
Exactly. They don't have to cross another ocean.
Yep. So, but the season ended on them heading there. They just left.
I'll be honest, I probably missed the reference of them going to South, like them where they're going, where they're fleeing to.
Yeah, they literally, we're going to head to South America and explained it, and then that was it.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're heading back to the source of the original.
It's where it started.
Petrification started.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Apothecary Diaries. Oh, yeah, no, we already talked about that one. I watched one more. Oh, Brilliant Healer.
Oh, yeah, I saw about 5 episodes of that.
That one was good. Again, another one of those guys a lot stronger than he thinks he is. Yeah, it's interesting characters. That's about what it has down to it, is just all the interesting characters and kind of what happens to the main character.
Oh, fun note. Dr. Stone's Cour 2 starts in a week and a half.
Yes, it does. So which means it'll be out by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all I'm watching for this past season. Oh, no, I am also watching, it is on High Dive. It is called Sword of the Demon Hunter.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me about that one.
That is fantastic. It's super good. Absolutely worth the effort into getting High Dive. I'd wait for the season to be over, so it's another dual core season, so just wait till this season's over and then start watching it, because you can kind of binge through it. It is kind of crazy what happens, because the end of the first episode goes into the future. So basically it's a show that starts in the past, and then in like the Edo period, and then at the end of the episode it goes to like today's time. You're just like, what the fuck just happened? And then they kind of explain everything throughout the rest of the season. I'm just like, oh, okay then.
Okay.
So, and it deals with demons and all that fun stuff. So it's a lot of fun. It's really good. I was watching that while on the treadmill. It's really good. But yeah, that's all I'm watching. I am looking forward to the stuff that we're going to be covering. Oh yeah, I forgot about the last show that Cameron had suggested that I should watch. Makane Losing Too Many Heroines, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I watched most of that. That was good.
Yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that one. Another easy watch. Definitely a good slice of life type show.
Yeah, I think that one's worth a cover for the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great slice of life to cover.
But yeah, that's really all we got. Thank you, anybody, for listening to us this far. Please make sure to check out the Anime Show on Facebook and Instagram. If you enjoy us and you also enjoy D&D, please check out our other podcast where Lantz is the DM and myself and a handful of our friends try to go through a D&D campaign called D&D Noobs, NOOBZ. You can check that out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, please subscribe to us, the Anime Lounge podcast, and drop a like, leave a comment, and let us know what you thought of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Cour 3. Have a good one, everyone.
Later, guys.
Deuces.